Start strong. It's one of the strategies in delivering a presentation. The first 2 minutes is critical to your success in delivering a presentation.
Why is it so important? Because at the beginning of a presentation, audience is still fresh and most of the time open to your messages. They're building your credibility during the first 2 minutes of your introduction.
Introduction has to be, first, relevant to your topic. Second, create a positive relationship with the audience. You have to let them know that we are in this thing together. I am not here to antagonize you, turn you off by my superior knowledge, or make you feel uncomfortable. Even if your opinion contradicts those of the audience, letting them know that you respect them. Third, get the audience involved. And the last one is, get their attention. Hi, my name is Cindy. I am an Indonesian and I speak English as my second language. Of course, I was an English learner and I had so much fun learning English. Well, I had my first contact with English when I was 7. My dad inspired me to listen to the Beatles, which is a very famous English band. I listened to them every day for the next 7 years. In the beginning, I could understand nothing of what they were singing. But soon, I started to understand individual words, especially the ones which appeared in the song titles. On my 8th birthday, I got a book with the lyrics of all the songs. I read it many times. I learned many songs by heart. I sang the songs to myself. Still, I understood very little of the meaning. It became my dream to learn English so well that I could understand the Beatles. So, the Beatles were my first motivation. That is how I started on my way toward English.
University life is usually hard and stressful. For 4 years, I was an undergrad student and also had a part-time job. I had to study during the day and work at night so that I could pay my tuition and my rent. That was not easy. I had a hard time managing the time so I could submit all the assignments on time. I almost never had a normal meal or a good night's sleep. During my senior year, I had no social life. My friends wouldn't call or ask me out because I was always studying or at work. I spent a lot of time alone. You may have noticed that I say I didn't enjoy my college life because the pressure was so high. Yeah, college life can be stressful. However, if you know how to manage your time and deal with stress, your college life can be one of the best moments in your life.
Referring to the previous speaker is a technique that works because of timing and relevance. It lets the audience know that you are paying attention to the same thing they did, and if they were not paying attention, it let them know what they missed and that you found it important. You have the opportunity to tie together the theme of the day. Your comment has to be sincere.
In just a few quick words, a good question asked in your introduction can not only gain the attention of the audience, but can also focus them on your topic and relate it to themselves. Usually, the question is rhetorical, one you do not expect anyone to answer out loud. If you would like a response, let the audience know. A good question can set the tone of the presentation. For example, when talking about methyl hydrate, some people say, Good morning. Today I'm going to talk about methane hydrate. The audience will think, what on earth is methane hydrate? Is it a kind of food? Or some may use the right strategy but not the right questions. Do you know methane hydrate? No? So what? Instead, you can ask the audience, have you ever seen a burning ice? The audience will be brought to imagine a contradictory idea of a burning ice, and this will make their ears perked up. Starting your presentation with laughing can establish a friendly relationship with your audience. Generally, the more original the humor, the better. If you are naturally funny and possess a good sense of timing, relating your own story to the topic might work. Make sure the humor you use is appropriate to the topic. For instance, do not start a presentation on breast cancer with a laugh. In addition, know yourself. If you don't think you are a person who are good at telling a humor, then don't bother using it. You might end up ruining your presentation. Prop is any object held or used on stage to further the message of your presentation. Gimmick is an unusual action that is done to attract audience attention. The University of Hawaii at Manoa suffered from a great loss during the flood that took place in 2005. This includes $76 million in damage to 32 buildings, $10 million in cleanup and reconstruction costs, but doesn't include the loss of business or intellectual property. You can't explain the feeling when you see a child in a wheelchair with multiple disabilities, smiling, laughing, and having a good time. It really does change your life. This quote by Bill Riddle reminds me of a song that endorses world peace by the late Michael Jackson. Heal the world, make it a better place, for you and for me and the entire human race. If we look at the world, there are many hurdles to world peace such as poverty, war, health, inequality, and many more. Perhaps one of the biggest issues, in addition to narrow-mindedness, is ignorance.